Good evening, traders. This is Taylor from thetradinganalyst.com, and we're going to take a look at a bunch of charts. I've gotten a lot of requests from our followers here, and I want to show you our thought process and analysis on all these charts. So the first request that we got was on AMPH, and I'm going to go over some levels here and give you my thoughts. So first of all, a bullish break over these previous highs. You can see that it was trouble right there, two hits right there, and then we saw a massive decline from that area. And then you can see if we zoom in here, we moved up over that level and saw a nice push higher, and then a retest of this level, and again another retest higher. So this is a key level here right around $18. Another thing right around $18 is this uptrend line. We've got a touch right here, a couple touches right there, a touch right there. So another touch of that level should get a bounce right there. If we don't get a bounce off of that $18 and then we close below this trend line and below $18, we're going to head down here to this $15.50 support. You can see that this is where we bounced from over here. You can see that it was a level right here, right there, and then going back over here. So this $15 level is a key level as well. And by the time that it gets down there, if it gets down there, we have this 200-day moving average that's going to act as support around that area as well. All right, I'll get to the next chart here. The next request is PIR. Okay, so PIR, first thing that I'm seeing here, clearly in a downtrend. And let me just see if I can give you a visual of that. So pretty clear here, in a downtrend. If we can close over this line, that would be very constructive, okay? Another thing I want to point out here is we're right at these previous lows that we made over here, about 380. You can see we've got a few touches right here. That's where we bounced off of it right here. So 380 is going to be a potential bounce zone here for PIR. And then bulls, you want to see this downtrend line broken in order to see higher prices. Okay, got a lot of resistance above, and then we've got support down here at 380. All right, let's see what the next request is. S. All right, let's take a look at Sprint here. And Sprint, I'm just going to extend this uptrend line that we have right there. So a couple things on Sprint here is we've got an uptrend line. Here's a touch, there's a touch, there's a touch, here's a touch, and that matches up perfectly with a retest of this support. This was big time resistance. Look at how many times we got rejected at this level. So we finally broke over that. So if we get lower prices, anywhere below about $5.50, between $5.50 and $5, that's going to be a nice buying opportunity for S, because this is a big time, it was a big time resistance, and now we broke over it. So a retest of that should get a bounce. Next, let's take a look at CARA. And CARA, nice look here. I see some support right here at about 450. And then I see more support right here at about 660, and that's from the highs over here, here, here. That was resistance, so break over that was bullish right there. So constructive action here on CARA. We're over the 200-day moving average as well. That is bullish. Got a lot of volume coming into the stock here. Multiple days of high volume here. If we somehow get consolidation lower to 660, that's a monster buy in my opinion. See if I can see any resistance up here. Got some resistance just below $10, and that's from this support level right here, support level right there, and then you can see we successfully got rejected there, and then again almost hitting that level right here. So about $9.50, $10 is going to be the next resistance level that we're going to have to overcome here for CARA. Another thing I want to point out here is potentially, yeah, so this is a pretty decent downtrend line as well. So we've got downtrend line, here's a touch, couple touches, almost a touch, here's a touch, and that lines up perfectly with that $10 resistance right there. Let's see if it's a Fibonacci retracement level as well. So I'm going to draw it from the highs over here to the lows over here. And it's a 23.6 fib retracement. Really would like it to line up perfectly with the 38.2. So I'm just going to delete that and disregard these fibs right here. But we still have that resistance here at 950 and then the downtrend line right there. Let's take the next request, EKSO. I'm going to choose between EKSO and BREW. Yeah, I'm going to skip this one. Not really seeing anything great there. BREW. Okay, I'll just go ahead and I'll cover this one. I'm going to look at the weekly time frame. Okay, so when you look at the wider time frames, you can get a much better idea of the kind of action that we're seeing here. So nice bullish break over this resistance here. This is a big level here that we broke over. So right around 1750, let me get it right. Right around 1760, I believe is that price level. Yep, 1760. We got rejected here, here, here. And this is the weekly time frame, remember. Here is a rejection, and then we got a big bullish break over that. So now this 760 is going to act as support. So look for support on BREW at 1760. All right, let's take the next request, AGEN. And I'm going to cover the daily time frame here. You can see that we have support down here just below $5. So if we head down there, that's going to act as support. Next, major resistance, seeing right around 950. Not really a ton of resistance or you know, any decent levels here to work with between here, between this 480 and between this 950 level here. Let's see if I can see anything else on this. Yeah, I mean, that's really it. We've got a little bit of support here around 650. You can see that it got rejected right here, 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 and then we broke over it right there with that candle. So some little support right here at 650, but the main support down here is at 480, main resistance up here at 950. All right, let's take the next chart. Let's go with GoPro. GoPro here, nice bounce off of this trend line. Been doing lots of videos on GoPro, and we liked it for a bounce off of this trend line over here. We played along off of this trend line over here. We broke over this trend line right there. Very constructive action here, and if we for some reason see lower prices below $15 again, that's going to be a good buying opportunity. Remember the last video I did on GoPro here is we were right around here, and I mentioned anywhere below $14 is going to be a good buying opportunity. And what do you know? Here we are bouncing very, very nicely upward since then. Let's cover the next chart, FIT. All right, so FIT, we've got a nice break over this resistance right here. Again, another break over resistance right here. You can see right around 1570. We were trading in a box, broke over that box, nice move up. We're also above the 200-day moving average. That's constructive. And now I'm going to draw an uptrend line right here. And that's a nice little uptrend line to work with. You can see that we have several touches right here, touches right here, bounce off of it right here, and so we can ride this the whole way up. Bulls, you want to see this level hold, and you want to see us continue to hold over the 200-day moving average. This looks like, if we can hold over these prices, looks like we can see a nice breakout here on fit. I don't want to call it too early, but it definitely has a lot of potential here for a breakout here. So watch this level right here, hold. You want to see it hold over the 200-day moving average. If we can get some constructive action above this 1570 mark for a week or two, definitely has the potential to break out pretty nicely here. So keep an eye on this one. All right, next let's take a look at Twitter. I'll go to Twitter. Twitter is a one that we were long from down here, and we just sold today into this resistance right here. Nice action here. Definitely can head higher, don't get me wrong, but we are heading into this resistance right here, up here, okay, and that's going to be a key level that it needs to break over in order to head higher. If we somehow get lower prices, anywhere below $19 again, that's definitely going to be a good buying opportunity. At least that's the way that I'm seeing it, regardless of buyout or no buyout. Honestly, if there was a no buyout news that came and we saw lower prices, that would definitely be a gift on a retest of $19 to $17. Anywhere in this range is going to be a good buying opportunity for Twitter. So keep in mind these levels here, support down here below 19, and then resistance up here at 24.50. As you can see here, right here, you can see it a lot better on the weekly time frame. I'll show you right here. Okay, so it's a lot cleaner on the weekly time frame right here. Another thing that you want to notice here is this break over this downtrend line right there, and that signaled the breakout here. So we had that on the chart as well. All right, guys, that's going to be it for the videos. Thank you for letting me do this for you. I appreciate it. As always, I'll be back tomorrow, same time, making these videos. And I am out. Taylor from StockMarketVideo.com.